So you ended up in Oregon after all these years. I should have known you were being recorded.
We had quite a session today. On this.
My God.
This is B.
Hi, B. Congratulations.
This one over here. Are you using a variety of other?
Standing right in front of you.
Oh, sorry about
I
that.
see Dean Watson.
Yeah, Dean Watson is here.
Bearded. There he is.
Bratton, how are you?
Good to see you. How are you?
Man, it's wonderful to see you.
Yeah.
I am Gail, his wife.
All right, this is Bob Bratton.
Hi, Bob. Nice to meet you.
Official entry.
Pretty good job of pulling that together.
Oh, yes. Laura was nice enough, you know, to actually add my name to the list of authors.
Good.
And I can believe because I shared a room with him when we got to the camp. He opened that suitcase. Who's this?
We talked Mike Lowe. Oh, Mike Lowe.
Yeah, we weren't able to find Mike Lowe. Then that time that he had Mike hanging over the balcony at that party.
I remember that.
And that's when we found Armadillo.
Yeah, I remember the Armadillo box.
Whose birthday was that?
Bill Coe.
He was from Texas. Remember catching it?
Yeah.
Whoa, you remember that, right? My wife ends up way out in the weeds somewhere. He said, no, just tap it, just tap it.
Then they put the thing in the bathtub to keep it, so we took it to the Cape. And the little boy had to get up and take a big.
Well, he brought him into Strowman. He thought it was
Carol Doda. He used to work for Carol Doda before he came to work for us. I remember her.
Condor.
Yeah.
My God.
Oh, no wonder I wasn't.
Now, whatever happens, without prostate problems, we're okay.
Maybe so it could change course.
Where you living?
Oregon. But I remember that. Not all these spirits.
You're right, that's much more likely to change.
George. Yeah. He said, you better do that Sunday morning. And I just walked. Said, we got to go down Sunday morning and give him a new budget. I had 24 hours to come up with a new budget. So we went down to JPL, Kansas.
The only problem is going to be, I'm not sure,
Architecture student.
we didn't send any
finally built my
BC
summer
tapes
house.
intentionally, we still, yeah,
Not
right?
intentionally.
Okay,
Sort of
okay.
my
Then I'll just
idea of
send
how I
it
wanted to
over.
live. And it's been really nice. You know, it's
Yeah.
Senga, you remember Senga? Assistant building engineer.
Yeah.
He told me that if I didn't lay up with this goddamn guy, I was going to get fired.
All over his
We could probably take that off.
That's right, take that out.
See, this is the stuff we were worried about on the other one.
Yeah.
And a lot of that, on the PTM, a lot of that stuff is from the disc that deteriorated.
Okay.
The sponges.
This is the engineering prototype of the IRS. And you can see a picture of it back here with, this is me, a lot younger, and this is George Pimentel, principal investigator.
And who are you?
I'm Ken Herr. I was the co-PI, and this is Paul
Forney.
Okay. This is the unique instrument that we put together. It's unique from several aspects. First of all, it used circular variable interference filters as the dispersing element, so it scanned the spectrum every 10 seconds as it went by the planet. In order to get the high sensitivity, we had to cool these detectors. We cooled one using a radiation cooler.
No, I'll let Ken do it.
And then the other detector was cooled by running gases from these cylinders, basically or spheres, which were pressurized to 6,000 psi with hydrogen and nitrogen through a Joule-Thomson cryostat. So we had two cold detectors running with the circular variable filters, and we covered the full spectrum every 10 seconds. We got, how many spectra did we get total? couple hundred, I would
couple
guess,
hundred, yeah,
on that order.
over 200.
But the quality of the data was fantastic. Very high signal noise and all well calibrated. And that's what's unique.
It hasn't been repeated since then.
That's right. NASA has a problem doing these kind of experiments.
You've never seen one, B.
Right, so the people here are the people that, deserve the credit for building this because it
Yeah,
truly
don't be
was
modest.
unique.
Don't be
No, it
modest.
was.
You led the team.
But there are a lot of things over here that haven't been
Yeah.
duplicated since and whatnot. Radiation cooled detector. One small detector. We used single detectors in both channels. They're just one detector in each one. I think the latest thing Ken and I have been flying have got thousands now
That's right. Yeah.
at a minimum.
Yeah. Now we use two-dimensional arrays and very complicated
Also,
systems.
I don't think anybody realizes too, the 10-inch telescope over here was the biggest one flown, a telescope, other than what the military was doing that they wouldn't tell us about, so we had no way of knowing.
Well, they had one on the TV camera, though, right?
Yeah, but it wasn't this big.
Yeah.
We were still bigger than the TV camera.
That's true.
And the gas bottles over there, those were pressurized to 5,500 psi, 6,000 psi,
And carrying hydrogen, obviously.
and carrying hydrogen.
Nervous.
Yeah. And we had to go out to Edwards to test them because they wouldn't let us do that any other place.
That's right.
Out in some, we had to crawl. There was an underground passageway to get to the shake table out there at Edwards.
That's right. And we had an accident on the way down, remember?
No, you did. I didn't.
That's true. But we recovered the gas system and it's still
Yeah,
passed
no
the
problem.
test.
Yeah, right. Kept right on going.
That's right.
I think we ruined about 4 or 5 of the state's cars doing this.
Yep.
Plus, getting here today, I went by the Lester Memorial tree. Remember coming back from Lick? He clipped a tree and the leaf bob, or the big branch, he clipped this big branch and knocked it off, and it went on top of our truck and then hit the lady behind us driving a car. So we get out and we say, go ahead, sue the state. We don't care.
Yeah.
Well, the interesting thing is, 30 years. This was done 30 years ago, approximately.
Yeah.
And they're still analyzing the data. In fact, we're recalibrating the data so that it can be further analyzed.
I know. It was
Yeah, that's
a
really that's
absolute
unusual.
cutting edge data. There's no question about it.
And it was real cutting edge technology at the time.
Yeah.
If you look back at Laura's paper, she's got one table back in there, the paper that you're co-author on,
Yeah.
and it's got about 30 authors of people who have used our data
Oh yeah, I know.
and kept it going. And there's even at the last conference I went to, we had a little meeting. There was like 6 or 7 people there actively using still this data.
So the legend lives on.
Okay, this is the lead selenide detector that was cooled by the radiation cooling plate to about 145 degrees Kelvin.
Well, we got one more.
And there's one on the other side that was cooled with a... We got the side plates off. They're sitting over there on the other end of the box.